Hello, everyone. Well, a couple things. I'm still in my sleep attire. The, if you see, it says Ford Motor Company. Something left over from my grandfather used to work for Ford. He actually, back in the day, worked at the Ford Rouge bomber plant during the war. All right. My dad was GM. Buy the car you want. Buy the car you like. This is not a promotion or an advertisement. Buy what you want. I'm not trying to promote one thing over another there. So, anyway, and secondly, no, CTP is not turning into a clone or trying to copy and be a TMZ, right? But I do acknowledge the video exclusive, behind the scenes video sneak peeks of shows I've done. Uh, Most watched video is the one I did about Kelsey and Swift getting married. So it makes sense to do a follow up to that. But I joke about no, CTP is not becoming TMZ copy because I did a Baldwin one yesterday, right? Uh, so, no, we're not becoming celebrity gossip, but I feel I need to address this. uh, some of the Swifties are finally complaining that Taylor Swift may be too capitalistic. Oh, you think? And I'm really laughing because, of course, it's the usual left hypocrisy. The left is generally okay with their folks. Their millionaires and billionaires are fine. They're constantly whining and complaining about the rich, but they're fine with their rich. You don't hear any of these Swifties now. And part of this is because other Swifties are complaining that the new showgirl thing, talking about, her engagement and her marriage and her life now. She's grown up and some of them don't like it. Right? So that's what a lot they're saying, oh, this album is MAGA. This album is Republican. Swifty has become a conservative. Are you kidding? No, I hope and pray, and I've said in that other video and in one of the CTP books, CTP 3, I think, is it? Let me grab CTP 3 is right here. So blah 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 blah. No, it's CTP 4, the ebook version that I go into the Kelsey Swift thing, right? I'm hoping she's grown up. I'm hoping that means some of the other Swifties will also grow up and stop being so leftist, anti-marriage, anti-children, because she's talking about now maybe having kids. And, some of the left are revolting. Oh, she's gone. You're nuts. I hope and pray that the marriage and them, maybe her getting closer to the Mahomes, that some of the conservatism rubs off on her a little, but I don't think there's a threat of her not being a Hollywood leftist anytime soon. She's waking up and growing up to, yeah, hey, family, marriage, those aren't dirty words like you leftists want to make them all the time. Even though a lot of you leftists, indeed, of course, are byproducts of an actual marriage between a man and a woman, and they didn't abort you. You're here, right? But all that aside, the capitalist notion, right? This has always been, look at Bernie Sanders. multimillionaire, used to talk all the time about, oh, the millionaires and billionaires got to pay their fair share. Notice how he leaves out the millionaires parts now, that he's a millionaire. 3 houses, 3 mansions. One, I think, like Obama and others, climate hypocrites, do as they say, not as they do, because it's all a scam for them to cash in and steal from you on the coast, where, oh my God, the waters will rise and erase all the coastlines. Well, then why do you have a house on the beach? 3 mansions burning, a $250,000 sports car, talks about the billionaires now, doesn't mention millionaires because he is one. And again, the Santard crew, oh, they're okay with him being a millionaire. It's all those other millionaires that are a problem. The usual hypocrisy. It's the same thing with Swift all along. I don't have anything against her or her music. Some of it is pretty damn clever. I'm not the general demo, target demo, right? Shake It Off, very clever, very clever, right? And some other songs like Katy Perry, Lady Gag Me, Bruce Springsteen. I'm not a fan of either, but Glory Days, very clever. I even mention it in let me write how to write a book and get it published in the character development glory days, right? Make your character relatable by having played a sport or currently playing a sport, because most people, older folks, people over 35, this paranoia about having kids in sports. Oh my God, we gotta have them in a bubble. They might get hurt. They might stub a toe. Oh my God, they might stub a toe. Let's not let them play sports. Bull. Most people grew up playing, even if it was just soccer, and they have a glory days story. They have fond memories of the camaraderie with their teammates and a thing that happened during their sports days. So it's very clever. It's very smart. Doesn't mean I like Springsteen, but I can acknowledge that cleverness, that smartness. Same with Lady Gag Me. Can't stand her. Poker Face is brilliant. But back to Swift, right? This is about Swift. Capitalist. She's right. Ultra leftist, supported the communist, supported Biden, supported all the. We gotta take the money from the rich. Eat AOC, eat the rich, tax the rich. No, but they're fine and they want to keep their money and they want to certainly keep making more money. They just want to take everybody else's money. That isn't them. Hypocrisy. Swift has always been a leftist commie, but at the same time, perfectly fine for her to line her pockets. Perfectly fine for her to put out 10 versions of an album and have you morons buy all 10 lining her pockets. Well, some of them are saying, well, maybe 38. Yeah, 38 versions of the latest. I don't know for sure. That's what I'm hearing. I didn't confirm or deny it. I didn't look. I don't care. I'm not buying one version. But the point here, retards, is no one is holding a gun to your head and forcing you to buy all 38 albums and going to the theater and spending more money to line her pockets to see her movie supporting the album release. You choose to do that. No one is forcing you to do that. So you are the idiot. If you have a problem with capitalism, but yet you're buying all her stuff, you are the moron. You are the hypocrite. You're engaging in the capitalism, helping line her pockets, but now you want to moan and complain about it? I don't know. Maybe again, this is part of some of them growing up. Are some of them going to wake up and realize the stupidity of their anti capitalism because they've been supporting it all along? Probably not. Again, I'm here talking about the ones whining about Swift being a capitalist. Indeed, if you want to whine about her hypocrisy, that's a valid argument. Right? But a lot of these leftists now all of a sudden were willing to support her wholeheartedly, buy all her stuff until now they deem, oh, getting married, that's too traditional. Oh, she's talking about having kids, that's too traditional. She's losing some of her leftist cred, so them to maintain their commie, fascy, socialist leftist cred now feel they have to attack Swift. And it's hypocritical. It's BS. Swift, do what you want to do, continue to do what you're doing. No one is forcing anyone to buy anything. I don't buy any of this stuff, certainly not going to, but I have no problem because I'm not a lying hypocrite with her selling things. I'm all for free markets. Put it out there. No one is forcing anyone to buy any of it. If you are all of a sudden feel you've been suckered, well, guess what? You're the stupid one all along. Either own up to your support of capitalism or own up to your hypocrisy. It's one or the other. At any rate, and again, yes, please see the other video. Get CTP4 is only 99 cents as an ebook on Amazon. I put it out because it's not about profit, right? Speaking of capitalism, and there's a CTP saying, oh, capitalism. Charlie Kirk talking about it, right? I'm not against capitalism. I'm not against making money. But CTP4, I put out at the bare minimum 99 cents that Amazon requires to have a book on their system because that particular one, CTP4, which discusses Kelsey and Swift and other cultural things going on, how it relates to our Judeo-Christian ethos foundations and us as a nation. And I hope Swifties will grow up like Swift seems to have at least a little. She's not becoming a conservative Republican MAGA supporter. I mean, please, she's not going to stop being a leftist. But her making money is not a problem. I'm not a hypocrite. But CTP4, I was saying, sorry, I've mentioned the title several times now, right? 99 cents. I'm not looking to majorly cash in here. 99 cents is the bare minimum price required at Amazon. My royalty on each ebook is pennies. Because to me, that ebook introduction to the whole series is far more important to get in people's hands and get that information out. Since the Kirk assassination, they want to shut us up, right? That whole terrorism was about shutting us up, shutting us down, keeping us quiet. No, we need to get louder. We need, I was a Kirk ally. I was involved in conservatism and constitutionalist long before I invented the name and created the show, long before Charlie was born. So he and I were allies. I never met him. I'm not, I don't want to portray anything that ain't true. I never met the guy, right? but we were allied in partnership, speaking about and to the same things. He had a much bigger platform than I. I have no jealousy or envy, and therefore an unwillingness to admit that. I've got no problem. I'm glad he had the huge platform he had. But now that he's gone, his voice is indeed even louder, and all of us that have been saying similar things need to step up even more now that he's gone. That's the point I'm making here. So that book isn't trying to cash in and exploit Charlie's death, because the left, of course, is saying that it's an Alinsky tactic to try to shut you up, try to make us feel bad. There are, no question, some out there trying to cash in and exploit Charlie's death. Absolutely, positively. But that accusation will be levied against me and anyone who dares mention Charlie's name in a sentence for any reason. Why? Because they want all of us to feel bad and to self-censor and to shut up. And again, no, we all need to get louder, even more boisterous about the things we all agree on and agreed with Charlie, and it got him killed. We can't cower now out of fear. That's what they want. That's what terrorism is. That's what terrorism does. And of course, yes, I'm grabbing another book, right? My Terror Strikes Coming Soon to a City Near You. And I talk about the left has always had more in common with Al-Qaeda, hating America and Americans and wanting to destroy our system of government, than they ever have U.S. citizens. And indeed, that we are seeing the leftist terrorism on our streets now. At any rate. So Swift, I'm not a hypocrite. I've got no problem with her making tons of money. I'm not seeing her movie. I'm not buying any of her albums. But she's clever, okay? She's got some clever, catchy stuff. I can admit that because I'm not a leftist. I don't hate people. Anyway, thank you all. Take care. God bless it. tinyurl.com/JLD articles. Check out the Kelsey Swift stuff. Check out the Baldwin piece. Still, I found out about the Swift thing doing research to follow up on the Baldwin thing. Are we getting any more information? No. Radio silence on everything. Is it his fault? Is it the trucker's fault? I want facts. I don't like Baldwin. I don't hate Baldwin. I want to know the truth. Is he at fault or is the truck driver at fault? The facts are the facts. Reality is reality. I'm not going in based on my ideological preference. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. Love you all. Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help. Thank you for having tuned in for Constitutionalist Politics Show. If you haven't already, please check out my primary internationally available book, Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you. Available anywhere books are sold. If you have locally run bookstores still near you, they can order it for you. And let me remind, over time, the fancy high production items will come. But for now, for starters, it's just you as a very appreciated listener by me. All substance, no fluff, just straight to key discussion points. A show that looks at a variety of topics, mostly politics, through a Christian U.S. constitutionalist lens. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take care. God bless.